Hello. Sorry, we're fucking with light. Thought we were ready to go, and then at the last second, it's okay. But I want it over here, though. I need it like, right there. It's just gonna, I guess it'll just have to be in the way of my thingy. Oh, yeah, that could work too. Oh, okay. Okay. How's everyone doing? While I mess with my stuff, why don't you go ahead and type in the chat? What's your good news? What are we celebrating? What have you manifested? What are we sharing today? What's going on? My little money Buddha wants to come say hi today. I'm finally here and focused. Okay, now I'm here and focused. Where's my little rock? There it is. Okay. All right. Now I'm here and focused. You guys just witnessed ADHD in action. Okay. It's still happening. It's still going. Straighten that out and then we can focus. Okay. What's going on? Okay, who is here? We got Leanne Roche, Mimi. Mimi and Leanne were fighting over who was the first one here. Anna. Hello, Anna. Wait, whose birthday is it? Oh, it's Leanne Roche's birthday. Hello, Leanne. Happy birthday. Wait, where did you? Wait, birthday bat. The birthday bats. Is it your birthday? Okay. Shantae, you stay. Hello, Dina. Hi, Petra. Hello. Mur family. Hello. Ashley, Judy. We have another Anna in the house. Mama. Lucida. Emily. Hey, Emily. Blacklit chick. Hello. Sunny D. Brandon, what? Brandon, where have you been? What's going on? We need updates about your life. Sheev, hello. SG, hi. Reba, hello. Lovebird, Lexus, Amaya, hello, everybody. I better tell other Leanne that I'm live. Other Leanne. I mean, we do have two Leannes, which is just so abundant. Brendan's here too. How exciting. January 11th is your birthday. You do a fundraiser for bats every year. Oh, that's so cool. How awesome. Happy Bat Day. Dave, hello. Mar, hello. So everybody, just so you know, there is a delay in the chat. I don't see things until like 30 seconds later. Hopefully it'll get fixed at some point. I'm just gonna assume it'll fix itself. So hi, Leanne. So go ahead and type in the chat. If I don't see it right away, just it's because there's a little delay. So what's good? What are we celebrating? What's positive news? What's going on? It's 333. So let's talk about our good news. Let's talk about all the good stuff that's happening that we've manifested. There we are. Now we got the iPad up. Cool. Okay. Now I can fully 100% focus. I'm here. So, but that's okay because we have a 30-second delay. So it's not too bad. Van, hello. Tiffany, hello. Tiffany says, hello, everyone. I did my longest meditation this weekend, 1 hour and 40 minutes. Since then, I have had some powerful realizations about myself, control, my shadow, and how it has been keeping me stuck. Profound. First off, fuck yes. That is amazing. I'm so proud of you, especially because, like, think about where you were less than a year ago when, as an intuitive person, you were getting all these messages and information for other people, but you were having difficulties getting it for yourself. I don't like this light. I just looked up and saw that. I don't like this. This one, I don't like where you're at. So I don't want to take a ton of credit, but I do I do wanna say, shout out to, like, I gave you the insight. I kinda taught you how to, meditate and connect with your spirit guides or, whatever's out there during our program, Taking Massive Action. And actually, this month's master training, we decided to do that meditation. I'm teaching that meditation or to meditate in this way. So Tiffany at first, okay, hold on. Back up. I need to take a screenshot of what Tiffany just said because um this is exactly what our new January master training is going to be about, and it just dropped today. So having these profound meditations and learning all this stuff and getting deep. You went an hour and 40 minutes, which I know you got so much in there. It's not something you have to do an hour and 40 minutes every day. It's fun to do that kind of stuff on the weekend, when you have to, or on your days off when you have time. But I am going to be teaching that method of meditating in the January master training. So I was gonna wait to throw this up there, but listen, we are business ladies. We do business things. So, why aren't you showing? There we go. Show yourself. Why isn't it showing? What the fuck? Cool. Okay. So, anyways, proud of you, Tiffany. That's really amazing. And this is something that you can practice every single day, and it will continue to enrich your life. And, you can just gain so much insight. So, proud of you. And, why won't this work? All right, my ticker thing don't work today. Why isn't it working? It's being a bitch. Why is it being a bitch? Why is she being a bitch? What the fuck? Wait, hold on. What does this do? Oh, that's true though. That's just not what I wanted to show you today. Why isn't this showing? Ah, whatever. All right. Leanne, can you do me a favor, please? Can you rewrite that? Just say January Master Training Epic Meditations with the link, please. Do you mind retyping that and putting that so I can pin it? Thank you. Okay. So, anyways, um, if you want to learn how to meditate in this way and have expansive meditations where you get a lot of information from your higher self and you are able to get, profound clarity, direction, inspiration, again, messages. It's so much. It's literally like having a Google search engine in your mind. You really do have that access. And so I'm going to be teaching everybody how to tap into that in our January master training called Epic Meditations. And Leanne has linked it in the chat. Thank you, Leanne. And I'm going to pin this. Sorry, I just wanted to. Sometimes it like cuts some of the text off. So I just want to make sure the most important text is visible. Cool. Thanks, Leanne. Okay, so you can sign up there. And it's on sale for $99 for the pre-sale right now for 2 days. So it was really funny because when I was making that little ticker that's not popping up, I noticed that it goes to it's going to go up to 111 on 111. Yeah. So if you want to sign up for the meditation master training, Epic Meditations Master Training, learn how to have incredible, transformative, powerful, transcendental meditations. Sign up for the. I'm so glad this is working. Epic Meditations Master Training, roxytalks.com/live programs. All right. roxytalks.com/live programs, because this won't show. Sorry. All right, everybody. I'm going to. Everything works so good for me. Yeah, there it is. All right. There you go. We'll just pop that up there. Okay. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. Thanks, everybody, for sticking with me. It's so funny how great technology works every single day. It's so flawless and perfect, and I love it. And I appreciate it. And thank you. Okay. So, what's our good news? Oh, I saw a super chat come through. Somebody, thank you, Zara. I appreciate you. Give me one minute to kind of get settled in before I start talking about that. I want to get everyone's good news for a second. Okay, so Brandon says I started a new job. I got it on a whim, but it's killed my chance to be here often, but it's still good. Well, that's awesome. Congratulations. We're glad you're here now, and I'm glad you got your new job. That's so awesome. Shantae says, I was needing to make up my mind on a decision, so I did what you say and declared that I have clarity. Later that same day, I was feeling clarity and could move forward. There you go. I love it. I love that. So just proof from your fellow community members. Shout out 360 Method. I'm going to have to do that because, why not? Just 360 fam. So when you're in uncertainty, when you're like, you can't decide on something, when you can't figure it out and you're trying to figure out the answer, that in itself is the energy you want to stay away from. So shutting the questions down so you can just focus on allowing the answer to come through, or not even focus on allowing the answer, but just to stop focusing on the question so the answer can come through to you. Here is your fellow manifester saying that this works. Hello, Christy, fellow 360 member. Blacklit Chick says, I worked on my time management and procrastination issues this week. I made time to create a website and an online store this weekend. Yes, that's awesome. Congratulations. Proud of you. SG says, boyfriend and I are totally okay, back on track. He's being an awesome house husband. So happy with him. Yes. Nice. Proud of you. Anna says, can't wait for the meditation mastermind. I'm so excited. I can't even. Yay, Anna. Can't wait to see you there. More 360 fam. Dave says, I'm a bit late sharing this, but I manifested meeting a celebrity idol of mine a month ago. He was at my Comic-Con because I manifested him there. Yes, that's awesome. I know a lot of people are working on manifesting celebrities in some way, shape, or form. And just, it's nice to have that validation to know that it's possible because it totally is. Oh, that was weird. SG says, boss is awesome. People ask me if I put a spell on him. Okay, hold on. I gotta screen cap that because that is some testimonial from the Rewrite Your Specific Person, SG. I just said, you've said it before. You were in that. And yes, it's working. You used it for your boss, which a lot of people use specific person stuff for romantic stuff, but it's definitely can work on anybody, family, career stuff, friends, obviously romantic relationships. But SG used it on your boss, and you said people are asking you if you put a spell on him. You're like, I just am the spell. I'm just amazing at what I do. Congratulations. That's awesome. Christine, I see your comment about your diagnosis or what's going on with you. And I have a 4-step healing process. So I'm going to ask Leanne, if you don't mind, can you link Christine the 4-step healing process? So you can begin shifting your thoughts in a way that helps support your healing versus, adds to the manifestation of what's going on within you. Black Goddess, you're loving my hat. Thank you. I had a love-hate relationship with it today. I had this idea of how it was going to look, and I'm like, why do I look like a Smurf? I can't decide if I look like a Smurf or like a jazz bass player or like a jazz drummer or something in like a fucking like a jazz club and shit. I'm like, what is going on with here? Okay. Um all right. Is that the end of the good news, y'all? 6 people? All right, I guess that's it. Wait, Tiffany says, I've seen so many synchronicities that kept saying, be still and know that I am God. You know that has been my message. I heard it like 10 times since the meditation. I think I'm on the right track. Wow. Wow. Fuck yeah, because that's not like a common sentence or like phrase that you hear in regular life. So absolutely, you're definitely on the right track. There's a funny thing that it's not like I'm not trying to piggyback off your story. I'm just trying to relate. But yesterday I was at a friend's baby shower and she was saying how like everybody's been telling her that like her baby's delicious and like she looks delicious and she's like, why are people keeps telling me delicious? And then today I was doing something. I don't want to say exactly what I was doing because I came across that word today. I'm just gonna say that. And there's a person in the chat that wrote it and it's just so funny. I was like, babe, fucking delicious again. So we're laughing about it. So anyways, alignment is fun. And Tiffany, that's a really profound one. And congratulations. Lucita says, I cleared space to begin a 30-day yoga practice. I feel stronger, more aligned, getting better sleep. I just feel freaking amazing. Yes, that's awesome. Oh, Jen says, my half bathroom was renovated. It's got an Asian/cherry blossom theme this month, and I'm having my kitchen floors redone, and my birthday was last Thursday. Ooh, how exciting. Happy birthday, Jen, and how fun. A new fun bathroom. That sounds awesome. Judy says, I bought the book Rich as Fuck per your recommendation, and I'm in love with it. I'm learning so much doing your affirmations. I bought off Apple Play, and all I can say is, thank you. My life has changed. Fuck yes, Judy, baby. Yes. Okay. So I'm going to take a little screenshot of this. We have so many good, fuck yeah. So much great progress and testimonial. And I love to hear what you're able to do when you start putting the work in on your end, right? You know, like you have to do it yourself. I just realized all my necklaces are being blocked by my microphone. That cannot happen. Fashion before anything. Okay, hold on. Okay. Leanne says, my good news, I got surprised with an early birthday present for my fave dude. He gave me an Apple Watch because he insisted I needed one. Yay! How exciting. Happy birthday. Both Leanne's birthdays are like right around here. That's interesting. Okay. All right. Maricel, hello. Christine, I love it. Christine is affirming your health in the way that you want. Proud of you, Christine. I know it's not easy. And even saying that, I don't want to affirm that because that's an affirmation. But I know that it takes work and I know that it really takes a lot of focus, especially when you're in the midst of experiencing something that's really like scary or awful or painful or whatever. I understand that. I get it. But that doesn't take away the fact that you can still do something to stop the progression in that direction and to work it into a new direction. So I'm proud of you for affirming that. Okay, Zara. Zara says, hey, I manifested my SP a while ago by not giving a shit. Nice. It's going well. How do I get rid of the fear of being used for sex by this person and like the idea of him speaking to other ladies? Okay. Well, all right. Okay, so I've been like really deciding what I'm going to do about specific person questions this year, like with my boundary. I think what I'm going to do is try to really only answer like one or two and space them out. So the thing about SP questions though is that it's a matter of self-concept. An SP question is really an SC question. So what I want to say, Zara, is that you already know how to manifest somebody, you said by not giving a shit. What does that boil down to? What it boils down to is that you weren't worried about whether or not it was going to work in your favor. You just let it happen. You just let it work in your favor. So why wouldn't you do that with this other thing? Right? Does that make sense? I'm rubbing my fingertips together like a fucking cricket over here. What is this? I'm fucking cricketing over here. Why am I doing this? This is just like what my energy was doing. I usually like move my hands a lot, but I've never done it like this before. It's a cricket moment. We're cricketing. Okay. This is how the energy is building. I don't know. This is weird. All right. I'm just going to go with it. Just like we said with Zara, just go with it, right? Fearing that you'll be used for sex is what will make you be used for sex. Fearing that he's talking to other people will let him talk to people, but also here's the deal. This is the thing. This is the thing about anybody that's got like jealous issues or like doesn't want your SP talking to anybody. I get that. But also like, are we manifesting or are you like, please don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, first of all, they're not talking to anybody. Second of all, even if they do, I'm not worried. Go talk to them. Talk to them all fucking day. All talking to them is going to do is make you realize this is where you want to be. And like that needs to be the energy about it, because realistically, you can't have a healthy relationship if somebody's not allowed to talk to people. That in itself is like toxic already. So, and it's because of why? Because of this reason and this reason and this reason. Well, now all those reasons are directly involved in your manifestation, and that's why you're having these issues. So it's like you have to really, again, not give a shit, like you said, about this kind of stuff. I don't care if he's talking to who, go talk to them. Talk to 7.8, I don't know how many, 8 billion people. I don't care. I'm going to be here doing me. And when you're done over there, I know exactly where you're going to come. And not saying that they can go do whatever. It's just that like, it's not even like on the table. Like what? Why would you even? And if they would, like, whoa, sorry for you. I guess you hate life. I hate you. I guess you hate enjoying the shit out of your, I don't know. I'm making things up, but like the point of this issue is like, talk to them. I don't care. Like to think that you could be married in a long-term relationship and be happy, or I'm not saying you want to be married, but being in a long-term happy relationship where like people are not allowed to do things. No, that's not how relationships are supposed to work. So like you have to really drop these ideas by like use me for what you can't. How would you be like, all right, okay. I'm trying to put myself in the mindset, like if somebody was afraid of being used for sex, why would you be afraid of you being used for sex? Because you are, and I'm not making any judgments here. I'm just like, I'm literally trying to get to the bottom of this to see what's underneath this. Is it because you're giving 100% and they're giving you 50? And we know which percent, which 50, the bottom half, not the top half, the half that you want. But you're giving 100. So you already know every time. And I'm pro, like do whatever you want with your parts. This is just where my brain is going. Okay. Cause I'm trying to rationalize like what would be underneath this feeling. But every time you lay down with this person, you're exchanging $1 for 50 cents. Okay. So that's why you're worried about being used, is because you're letting yourself be used. And I'm not trying to put you down. I'm just like, we're looking at this in black and white. You are knowingly saying, here's $1. I'll take that 50 cents, please, just so I can be in your presence. Fuck you. Give me my dollar, bitch, or get the fuck out of here. You know what I mean? Like, really think about what we're saying here. So, like, we have to change this idea of like, I'm worthy of a whole fucking dollar, or maybe I'll get the $1.50. I don't know. The point is, I'm not exchanging $1 for 50 cents anymore. So if you're only going to give me 50, I'm not giving you my dollar. And I'm not going to, you can, if you want to give him, I don't know. Anyways, beyond that, let's not talk about the 50 part. They're not giving you 100. You're not giving 100. So you need to be switching the idea of like, when I give 100, they give 100. I only give 100 to people who give me 100. So if I'm giving someone 100, then they're definitely giving me 100. And flipping this dynamic of like, if I don't, or what if I do, or I can only do this for me, whatever. All that stuff is, in the way. You said it's more so religious trauma, I guess, to be scared of that. Religious trauma. What do you mean by that? Like being punished for doing these things? Is that what you mean? Give me a little clarity on what you mean by that. I'm glad this is resonating for you guys. I don't usually go there because I don't want to shame anybody for what they do. I don't want to like your genitals are yours. It is none of my fucking business. I don't care what you do with them. I don't care. As long as it's an adult, a consenting adult, I don't fucking care. It's none of my business. Right. So like, I want to make sure that I don't ever make anybody feel like judged in that way. Cause I'm just like, that's just not me at all. So, when we do have these conversations, it is kind of I guess sometimes things need to be said that, we haven't really gone to this area, but, it's the truth, and I think that that's a lot of the reason with this fear of being used is because you're letting yourself be used. So, like, why would you be afraid of it if it wasn't happening? Or why would you be afraid of it if it wasn't on the table, But it's on the table, so that's why we're afraid, if that like, okay, I'm seeing like I'm seeing oh, what am I seeing? I'm seeing like when a magician, like, tells you to pick a card. If the use me card is in the deck, somebody can fucking pull it. And that goes for, like, anything in your world, anything that you fear, worry, doubt, it's in that fucking deck because 'cause you're entertaining it. So it's like we wanna do our best to take it off the table, take it out of that deck, it's just not even an option. Like, what? You would did what? Huh? It's like it's inconceivable, it's, like, not even fathomable. You said, "Yeah, being punished for that, but it's like, I don't wanna be used for just my body because those are his interests. I haven't done shit with him, and he wants that." Well, you need to rewrite your story about him. Yeah, you need to rewrite your story about him. Why are you saying that this is what he wants? And you're letting the 3D tell you what it is, and that's just not what we do around here. We choose. And so if somebody is behaving in a way you don't like, "Excuse me, they're doing what? I thought you said that they were doing exactly what you wanted them to do." Yeah, you need to change the story. You need to work on healing, and forgiving the stuff that's happened to you in the past, and not because, like, anybody deserves to be off the hook, but because you need to let go of that pain and trauma in order to move forward, it sounds like. Um, so if you said they where I've been used and felt bad overdoing it. Listen, you're wearing your trauma like a badge of honor, and I'm only this is just how I'm seeing it in my mind. Like, I'm just kind of like telling you what the channel is kind of saying. You're wearing your trauma like a badge of honor, as if like it makes you more virtuous, but it doesn't. And I don't mean that to like to negate or diminish anything anyone's been through. I get it in this, and I get it so much that I want you to never fucking talk about it anymore. You know what I mean? It's like, I get how bad it sucks. I get how bad you're hurting. I get how bad you want it. But if you want it, you have to drop this narrative that you're so married to, you're so stuck to, you're more convinced of the way that things have been going than you're willing to let yourself believe they can go. And like, that's where it's a problem. Like, I can't do that work for you. Like, that's where you're not saying that you need it. There's just sometimes this message is for multiple people. But this is where the work comes in. You have to start, like, even if you believe that, you need to start questioning, do I need to believe that? Is that really true? Is that what life I have to live on this earth? Is that what I'm destined for? Because no, you're fucking not. Um, the Rewrite Your Specific Person workshop, on my website, it's in the mini course section. That would really help you kind of change the story about this person. If you're able to, invest in your story right now. And if you're able to go deeper, I have my Manifest a Specific Person workshop. That's like the big course. That is like the deep dive on all of your issues with love and romantic relationships, and even platonic, of course. But if you're able to, then the Manifest a Specific Person workshop, or the Rewrite Your Specific Person mini course would be great for you as well. And thank you for the super chat. Okay, let's move. Okay, I gotta get off the subject of SP because it brings me down. Bring me down. What's that song? Okay. Let's talk about something else. Bellwick, aka Gabby. Hello. My brain's like doing the 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm like, Bellwick equals G name with 4 letters. It's not Gina, it's Gabby. That's what my brain had to do every time I see Bellwick. Lucita says Wrecking Ball is playing instrumental in my background right now. Nice. Got you, Zara. And come back and share with us as things progress, and let us know how things are working, because you obviously know how to manifest the person. It's now like about you getting through your own stuff that like pushes people away. And that's for everybody. Oh, and Leanne linked the Rewrite Your Specific Person mini course, the replay right there. Jen says, I have a difficult time shutting off the 3D in general. Okay. All right. I get this. I get it. I was a person before I really, really understood this. And I mean, like, even after I found out about The Secret, the time between like 2011 and like 19 when I started my business, when I really started like overstanding manifestation. That period of time, well, what doesn't matter. Even before that, before that period, before I discovered the secret, I was an atheist. I was very much like science. If I don't see it with my eyes, you can go fuck yourself. It doesn't exist. Like if I couldn't see it, touch it, like it was not real to me. So, understand that like I get that this is like completely a different way of thinking. I get that you want to be consumed by what's going around you. I understand that. It's the same for me, but also I want my ideal life way fucking more. So there's always going to be ups and downs. There's always going to be triggers, but there's also gonna be a light at the end of the tunnel. There's always gonna be the next day, the calm after the storm. And that's that's your time to shine, really. And when things are hard is your time to be there for yourself and hunker down and do the work. So I understand how frustrating and difficult it can be. I know. I fucking get it. I'm just like you. I'm just a fucking person too, okay? But what I do is I make a habit of thinking of and from my ideal reality like all day long. I just do it. 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 This is what 360 method is about. It's like if I have to think thoughts all day, which I do, and if my thoughts have to manifest into the 3D reality, which they do, the only thing I can do about that is choose what I think about. And if I pay attention, I can direct the stream of thoughts. Just like like if I'm just seeing like like okay, there's a faucet and then you put your hand underneath it and you can and like it moves the water and it goes in a different direction. It's the same thing. If you leave your hand there forever, the stream of water is going to go that direction forever. If you take your hand away, it goes back the way it's naturally flowing. I don't know, sorry, that's just the analogy they're showing me, but like if you control the stream, the direction that's flowing by making yourself do it all day long, you practice doing it, you practice doing it, you practice doing it, you practice doing it, and eventually it becomes the most important practice that you do. Like nothing can supersede this because everything stems from this. This is the seed of everything. This is the seed of your health, your love, your money, your happiness, your well-being, your physical body, your physical reality, your relationships. Nothing comes before this. So nothing is more important than this. And you make it your priority to choose your thoughts, react how you want. And then not just choose your thoughts, but think really big and think that things are going to work out. And then always be thinking they're going to work out and always be thinking they're going to work out and always be thinking they're going to work out and always be thinking they're going to work out. And you make that a practice. It soon becomes a habit, just as your your shitty thoughts you're thinking right now are a habit. So I don't even know what the question was. The 3D, I get it. And that's why I do 360 method. That's why I started that program. It's coming back at the end of January. We'll have dates for you soon. Again, the meditation master training, epic meditations. I'm so glad this is showing. Why isn't this shit fucking bitch? Why? Okay, fine. It is fucking fine. Anyways, our Epic Meditations Master Training is on pre-sale right now for the next 48 hours. It is $99. It's going to go up to 111 on 111. Also, my business mastermind is open for enrollment. It begins January 20th. I've already started meeting with my mastermind peeps and having our one-on-ones, and it's been so fun. And I can't wait to really start this and like get our business owners together and like fucking do some shit and expand some stuff. I already gave like crazy homework, not crazy homework, but like necessary homework. And I'm really excited to see like what they're doing to progress by the time we get together for the first meeting, which is on January 12th. So if you are someone that's interested in joining my business mastermind, Believe in Your Business, we begin January 20th. I think I said 20th. I didn't. Yeah, 20th. It's the 20th. Did my brain thought I said the 12th? 20th. Okay. So Danny, thank you so much for the super chat. Danny says, I would love to know your thoughts on law of assumption versus law of attraction. Okay, so this is my opinion about it. It's almost like you're asking, like, okay, considering a cookie, what do you think is more important, the sugar or the butter? Like, I'm thinking like a chocolate chip cookie. What do you think is more important in a cookie, the sugar or the butter? And it's like, I mean, it's not really a cookie without either of them. And a cookie without sugar, this doesn't sound very good. A cookie without butter, probably not going to be very good. You get my point, right? So law of assumption and law of attraction are part of they're happening, period. So to like think one versus the other, I just think is limiting. And it doesn't, like, I get the practice of like assuming versus feeling, which I definitely talk about a lot. But at the end of the day, it's all a part of the story. It's all the ingredients of the cookie. It's not going to be a chocolate chip cookie without the chocolate chips. It's not going to be a chocolate chip cookie without the butter, without the flour, without the fucking sugar, whatever. It's just not going to be that without all the ingredients. So, to say a law of assumption or law of attraction, it's kind of just like, they're both happening and you're doing both of them right now as we speak. So like, while I do agree that law of assumption, it has its merits in like the way that pop culture has taken it over recently, because the thinking, like, to me, thinking is what really kicks the manifestation. Like, I think that the words you say are somehow creating a 3D rendering in your world. That's what I think is happening. I don't know how. That's just what it appears to be to me. So when you go the law of assumption route, it's about, controlling the way you think about your surroundings, what I was just talking about with 360 method. Whereas like law of attraction is more of like a feeling based focus, where it's like you're working on like embodying the feeling of already having it. But if you think about it, if you had the thing, you would think you had it and you would feel like you had it. So to embody both of them, all of it, to match up to your ideal as much as humanly possible right now while you're not in that physical reality, and then staying there for as long as possible, maintaining that. And if you drop it or step outside, getting right back into it as often as possible, as often as you need to, that's what's going to get you there the fastest. So in my opinion, it's like, it's not this one versus that one. It's like, how do I employ the concepts of both to make myself that much more powerful as a manifester? Does that make sense? And if you want to practice 360 and you want to learn about it, yes, there is. Christy asked, is there a video for 360? There is. There's actually 2 360 videos, I believe. But the most recent one, I think, is the one with like the pigtails and the Harry Potter outfit. There's a video, and then the program 360, which is a live 8-week program with live coaching from me and group interaction. That's happening, or group learning. That is happening soon. So we'll be giving news about that like towards the end of the month. So if you're interested in actually joining 360 and being a part of the group, which we have there's a lot actually of 360 members in the chat right now. If you wanted to ask anybody like, how 360 has like helped them in their life, feel free, they're here. Go to 360method.co and sign up for the wait list. And then when it happens, I'm going to be dropping special pre-sale prices just for the wait list. So go there and get on that if you want the pre-sale list and to find out when 360 is dropping. Otherwise, yes, there are 360 videos here on YouTube. And then if you want to like take it and you want to like actually break it down and do it, learn it and understand it and incorporate it into your being, the 360 program is coming soon. 360method.co. And then Leanne's got some links in the chat as well. Thank you, Leanne. Michelle says, I've been talking with my BFF all weekend about this. This is exactly what she needs to hear. Is she listening? Christy says, do I like scripting? Just writing things down. I love scripting. So scripting and meditating are my 2 manifestation practices that I do every day. So like, and I guess, obviously I visualize because I do meditation and stuff like that. And I'm always on top of my affirmations. So I guess at the end of the day, I'm doing everything. I call it throwing the book at it. Like, I want to approach my manifestations from every angle that I can conceive of. And then I'm always working to expand. But like, as a like a manifestation technique, meditation in the morning, and then a scripting at night. I do scripting every night as I'm falling asleep, like before I fall asleep. Actually, I woke up in the middle of the night with my pen in my hands morning, night, whatever. So I was like, oh, I didn't finish, but I was pretty close to the end of my page. And I just write one page every night. And the reason I do it is because, well, for one, when I first started doing it, it was so powerful and everything manifested so fast. I was like, holy shit, like this is like really good. And that was like in 2019. And ever since then, I've kept it up, and there's been a few times, like, where I don't script, like, there was maybe, like, a few, like, 3 nights in a row, like, in 2020 where I didn't script, and, like, my I felt like my life tanked, like, immediately, like, within days, everything just started fucking crumbling, and I was like, "Oh, I better not stop scripting ever again," and, like, even when if I do skip a day of scripting here and there, it's not very often, but when I do, I definitely notice and feel it, so I just, like, don't mess with it. I know I do my scripting every night, and I don't need to do it, I get to do it, and that's how I treat it. I say, "Ooh, I get to script now," because I don't want it to become a chore, because I hope I do it every night for the rest of my life, or I intend that I do. And then my meditation, I treat the same way. The second I go down for meditation and I close my eyes and have my little, I use like an eye mask, because I need it to be like dark. I can't have any light peeking through. If it's like too light, then it distracts me. So I put an eye mask on, and as soon as I do that and I like lean back and like take that first breath, I'm just like, thank you. I'm so grateful to myself and like to the meditation and to the guides and all. I'm just like, thank God. I'm so glad I'm here in meditation. I feel so happy that anyways. So those are my two practices. Yes, scripting. It's so powerful. And to me, it's just like whatever the deal is with scripting, like I'm much better and happier and like saner when I do it. So I just don't fuck with it. I've experimented enough times to be like, I'm just gonna script for the rest of my life. I would much rather do that than like not, because it's like everything becomes topsy-turvy. And that happened without me like affirming it. It took me a few times to really realize it. And then I was just like, okay, I just won't. And if that has to be my story, that like if I stop scripting, if I stop scripting, my life starts falling apart, fine. I don't care, because scripting is really powerful and great. So like I don't, that story doesn't like really harm me. And if I decide I don't want to script anymore, then I'll make sure that I change that. Whew. Jocelyn, hello. No, you're not late. Welcome. Jen says, what's the best scripting? What's an example of something you jot down? Do you repeat it? The best scripting. So I have several videos about scripting here on YouTube. I also have my scripting bundle on my website or it's in the mini course section as well, where I did like a 4-hour class on scripting, and we recorded it. So that's a replay of that. And yeah, so I have videos here. I've got the scripting mini class on my website. And so those are resources you can check out. As far as the question goes, I write a page, and I like the way I describe it to my clients is like it's a letter home from the summer camp of your dreams. It's just like, and this happened, and this is what life is like, and this is what's happening, and this happens, and this is how I feel, and this is how people treat me, and this is what money is doing, this is what love is doing, this is what people, how they like to be around me, this is what I'm experiencing. You're just like making up the world that you want to live in, with like present tense sentences. Or even like you can do past tense, like I remember when blah blah blah. You can do that. Um, and for me, it's like, I script at night, and then that's the world I live in the next day. And I'm priming my mind for sleep so that I'm not taking a bunch of bullshit from the day with me. So it's like, it's the practice of doing it at night for me is like I'm clearing out the thoughts of the day, and I'm refilling my mind, or like that container, with thoughts that I actually want to manifest. And then that's what I'm taking with me to sleep. And I'm cycling through them as I'm falling asleep. I'll take like an affirmation and just like hammer it over and over and over and over and over as I'm falling asleep to try to make sure it stays there in my mind. And do I repeat it? Some of my affirmations I repeat just because they're like ones that are like main affirmations. And then other ones, like I couldn't remember what I wrote. There's no way I could remember what the fuck I wrote last night at like 2 a.m. as I was falling asleep. I fell asleep with a pen in my hand. I couldn't recall that if I tried, which is fine because it's going into my subconscious. I'm doing it every night. It's just like the world I'm creating. So I would say probably like maybe 25% to half of my affirmations in my scripting might be similar from night to night. Not the same every night, not the same order. And I really, to me, it's about like whatever I'm going through or thinking about, I'm undoing that, and I'm adding in, like I said, the story that I want it to be. So if it was like a rough day, then I'm revising how it went, and I'm changing my feelings, and I'm writing about how supported I feel or how great I feel or whatever the fuck. If it was a good day, then of course, probably I'm going way beyond and I'm expanding. And that generally, this is why it really is important to make your life like enjoyable as possible, because if you're struggling, if you're stressed, if you're in a worrisome state, fear, worry, doubt, insecurity, it's almost like impossible to dream big or beyond that because you're just in survival mode and you can really only think about what's in front of you. Okay, whew. Feeling a lot of energy right now. How many scripting books have I finished? A lot. A lot. But I have always been one of those people that has like just tons of notebooks everywhere. And I keep all my notebooks too because I write ideas and stuff in them. And I just like, so I have tons and tons of notebooks. And I just go through them and then pop out a next one. I bought like on Amazon, I bought like an 18 pack of just like plain ass spiral notebooks. And those are the ones I use for scripting because they're not cute. So I don't need them to be cute. But all the cute ones that I use for like more important stuff. Like, where's my, oh yeah. This is my current songwriting notebook. How fucking cute is this? Look at this. Oh, it has a big gash in it. Don't look at her gash. That's always good advice. Don't look at her gash. But this is my little this is my songwriting notebook as of right now. So I love cute notebooks. I love notebooks in general. Leanne says, I'm a ton of notebooks everywhere person. Of course you are. We have way too much in common. Not in a negative way, but like there's just so much. Oh, Christine, I'm so excited for you. I'm so excited for your healing and your health, your perfect vision, the way that everything is perfectly connected. The blood vessels are. Here's my advice. I might probably said it in the podcast. Go and like Google what it looks like to have perfectly healthy eye vessels, and then actually, so you know exactly what to visualize. When I had the Bell's Perfection, I looked up where the nerves in the face, it's like these like one nerve that like branches out to your face in like 4 different places, so it's like doing this. So I looked up what the nerve was, and so that when I was visualizing turning my nerves on, I was like really, I knew exactly which nerves I was doing, and like, you know what I'm saying, it was like I was able to really get in there because I knew what it was, the fucking structure was, whatever. It just made it more real and like more in there. Mama, you're a notebook person too? Yes. Brendan, you have a ton of unfinished ones. I do that too. I rarely finish a notebook because I don't write on the first page, and I rarely finish them because I'm always worried, like what if I what if I need more paper at the end of that last page and then I have to start a new one like a mid-sentence? That's weird. Leanne, your notebooks aren't as cool as that one. Not all of mine are as cool as that one. That's probably the most extra one I have right now. That's why I'm using it for music. Sit here in my dark little studio with all my pink lights on and like turn that little thing on. Speaking of which, I know this is aside from manifestation. I made a beat this weekend. Well, last week, I made a whole beat. So I'm a producer now, okay? Malachi said he was impressed. So I think it's kind of good for a first timer. But anyways, I've been going into the studio pretty much every day this week. Maybe like 5 days a week I've been going in. So I'm really working on bringing you guys the albums that I've been talking about. I want to give you music that you can listen to that's lyrically going to help keep you on track. You know what I mean? So like stuff that like a lot of mainstream music, not to shade anything, but just a lot of it is the content lyrically is like really like draining of your energy. And it just talks about like, it's either talking about loss and separation and like pain, or it's just like about sex and shit, you know? So, and it's, when I was younger, I used to write about that stuff too, but now I'm my last year of my 30s. So I want to, I want my contribution to the music industry to be something that, helps people. So that's what I'm working on. And, yeah, we got 2 albums in the works right now. So we'll see when they come out sometime this year. At least one of them will come out this year for sure. So thanks for listening. So keep listening to me on Spotify and Apple Tunes, whatever the fuck they're called now. Jocelyn says, have I heard of the lucky girl syndrome or whatever it's called on TikTok? To be honest, no. I don't really do TikTok. I see them, like I get sent them, And I'll go on there sometime, but I don't scroll TikTok, personally, so I have not seen it, but you can tell me about it. Jen says manifestation music to songs we know. Not my music. My music is all original. But the lyrical content is, so it's like when you're singing songs and they're talking about negative stuff, you're affirming that. So I don't want my music to have negative affirmations in it. So the music I'm making is for you, for this community, because we are. I mean, it's for everybody, of course, but it's definitely like I'm making it with you guys in mind because I know you're working on your thoughts and your thought processes. So, like, even when you listen to music, you're still manifesting. And that's another reason why, even like the 30 days of alignment, the first day of it is like take a break from the general or the usual music or content that you're consuming, because it's a part of your story and it's like brainwashing you. And we need to start brainwashing ourselves. That's what I was talking earlier about, like really taking over of your thoughts and your thought process and 360 method and all that stuff. It's brainwashing yourself. We need to be brainwashing ourselves over and over and over. And actually, now that I'm saying that, I remember that's what I was told in my meditation today is like brainwashing yourself. If you're not brainwashing yourself into your ideal reality, we have nothing to talk about. Like with love, if you are not brainwashing yourself into your ideal reality, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. You might get it someday, but I don't know. I don't know how long it's going to take, so every day, you need to be brainwashing yourself into what you want to be experiencing and looking at what is actually, and like, okay, actually, here's something else too that I really discovered this week. When we talk about acting as if, or like gratitude for stuff that's not here yet so that you can like get into the feeling of having it, you really, really need to understand that you're not getting into that feeling so that you can manifest the thing. You're getting into that feeling and you're staying there because that's why you want the fucking thing. You want the thing so that it gives you that feeling, but you can make yourself feel that right now without the thing. But we're so conditioned to think that we need the thing to feel that way that we won't allow ourselves to feel that way without the thing. So it's this backwards bullshit thing, that like self-fulfilling prophecy that everyone's doing, and it's just so unnecessary. And you really need to understand that, like, when you're working on manifesting money, for example, you're not looking to feel abundant so that your bank account fills up. Your bank of what? What are you talking about? Abundance everywhere. You have everything you need. I don't even know what a fucking bank of, huh? Digital numbers on a screen. Who gives a fuck about the pixels on that screen? It's not even, again, like we talked about earlier, it's not even on the table. I don't care about a bank account when I have everything I need. What are you talking about, a bank account? If you had access to everything, all the money in the world, everything you ever needed, and nothing was a fucking problem, you wouldn't worry about a fucking bank account? What? Just give me the thing. Give me the money. I don't care what just give me the thing I want. You can take whatever you want. I just give me the thing. It's, you don't, like, you have to understand that, like, the abundance that you're looking to feel, the love you're looking to feel, it comes from within anyways. Once that thing comes through, then you'll be like, okay, now I can feel that. But really, you could feel that now. And beyond, I've said that before a million times, but what I've learned today, and this is something that I'm going to be working on expressing the words for, because this is really nuanced, but like, you're not making yourself feel like that so that you can manifest it in the physical reality. You're making yourself feel that way because that's how you want to feel. And so the physical reality should never be the end goal. If the physical reality is the end goal, you're already backwards. You're already stunting yourself, because the physical reality is not the end goal. The end goal is the way you think the physical reality is going to make you feel. The way you feel is the end goal. Your peace of mind, your satisfaction, that's the end goal. This is who, listen to me right now, everybody listening. I don't care if you're a moderator, listen, because I know, because I talk to you guys, you're trying to make yourself feel this way. You're working on your mindset so that you get the thing. And this is why you're not getting it, right? Like, you must understand that making yourself feel that way, done. End of manifestation. You've completed it. And now you get to bask in the feeling of being abundant. Oh, fuck yeah, everything. Love. Oh my God, I love everywhere I go. It's just all around me, no matter who it is, all there. You're feeling it now, not to make something come through, but you're feeling it now because isn't that what you said you wanted? Why on earth would you need a physical thing to come through and jump through the hoops of reality to make you feel a way you can just feel? Okay? So you make yourself feel it every day so that you don't need the 3D thing to come through. That's how everything falls into place. But I think so many people are doing all this so that they get the 3D physical validation, and that's where the problem comes in. I know that the whole thing says so you get the thing in 3D, but I think that's where this rhetoric fucks us up. Because again, the whole point is to like, okay, if you needed a bill paid, let's say that you needed a bill paid and someone paid it for you. You didn't have to do anything, but all of a sudden, I feel good now. Okay, I feel at ease. Nothing really happened, right? Like you just have allowed yourself to shut down that worry and that stress and then become aware of the okayness of the situation. You can just do that. And even if the bill still hasn't been paid, the bill still hasn't been paid whether you're stressed or chilling. So what the fuck does it matter? You might as well chill the fuck out and let the answers come to you instead of stressing yourself to the bone and pushing abundance or safety and security away constantly. That's why you don't have it. It's because you won't let yourself feel it. I need T-Mobile to say, thank you for your fucking payment before I'll feel, okay. But really you could just be like, thanks T-Mobile and move on about your day. And I'm not saying don't pay your bills. I'm saying don't act like it's the end of the fucking world with and that's just not just bills, but just that's our analogy with everything. I can't be happy until this person breaks up with them and comes and knocks on my door and tells me how much they love me. Well, I hope you're enjoying the fucking clock ticking by. You know what I mean? Lucia says, I'd rather be straight chilling and skrilling. Yep. Did a super chat come through? I don't know what happened. Christy, I love the question you just asked. This is where I get curious about other people. If I'm so aligned and they aren't, then how does manifesting them work? You just said they aren't aligned. You just did it. That's how it works. You just said they weren't aligned, so they're not. Jocelyn says, I binge all your old manifestation videos during quarantine in 2020, and every time I think I can't manifest something, I remember you said to affirm, I'm so good at manifesting. I'm a professional manifester. Yes. Honestly, that's the point. That's what I'm trying to say. It's like, if you wallow in what's not working, it lasts. It stays longer. It's already not working. Don't you want it to end? I thought you said you didn't want this. Why are you swimming in it, soaking it up? Why are you taking a bath in this shit now? This is where like the coach in me and like the sassy Roxy like pull herself up by the bootstraps part of me. This is where I kind of like my coaching side and my like human side really like bump heads because as a person, like I've been down 100%, but like I will get myself out. And if there is a way, if I can do something, I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna make it happen. And so when I see you guys in the chat who I love so much, because I really have an emotional connection with all of you, and it's just this constant, this isn't in, this isn't in, this isn't in. I'm just like, don't you want it? What are you doing? For the love of God, why are you talking like this? Have you not been listening for the last 3 years that we're here together every week? So like I personally, I think, and maybe that's me, you know, like because of who I am and how I grew up or whatever, I maybe had a drive or initiative in me that maybe not everybody had. And so now they don't know how to stand up to themselves or stand up for themselves. Because like for me, it's like if I'm doing something, like even I'm not gonna fucking let myself slip. Like even I'm not gonna gets to push past like what I say, my rules, like I'm not gonna let myself go there. And I'm the only one that can hold myself accountable. And same goes for you guys. Like no one can manifest for you. These videos are not gonna manifest for you. Your love's not just gonna pop up because you're so sad about it that the universe feels bad for you. That's just not how it works. If it was, you'd already have them. So whatever it is that you're manifesting, if somebody's not treating you right, if you thought you were gonna, what someone said they were gonna be in a bridesmaid in a wedding, and now you're not gonna be, you're sure it's bugging you. I get that it's bugging you. I understand the feeling of being hurt by people. I understand the indignation, the how dare you, the how could you. I get that. I'm human too, but at the same time, what's more important is that this doesn't continue. It's like if it's so bad, then why are you dedicating your life to fucking like beating the drum of it, as Esther Hicks, beating the drum of that story? Or like, why are you so hell-bent on screaming it from the mountains then? If it's so bad, why do you have to consistently talk about it and like keep it in the forefront of your story? If you want things to change, you know what to do. You've been here. You know how to change the story about a person. And if there's been like something came out of left field for you, why? Analyze it. What is this about? Why have I been feeling like this? What does this remind me of? Does this match up to something I've experienced before? Is this something I expected to happen or I low-key was afraid of happening? Is this completely blindsided me? I have no fucking clue. Oh my God, how could you? Like, then there's a lot of self-awareness that hasn't been going on, right? Nothing comes out of left field. It just comes out of not paying attention. So I always say awareness and discipline is the number one thing. And I mean that. Like, I mean it to the very fucking core, every nugget, every acorn of your being, like every fucking strand of your DNA. The more aware of what you're thinking, doing, reacting, how you're feeling, what you're repeating over in your mind, the more aware of it you can change. The more aware of it, excuse me, the more aware of it you are, the more you have the ability to change it. And when you change it, and then you change it, and then you change it, and you consistently change it, and you consistently change it, and you consistently change it, then now you have a new way of thinking, you have a new pattern, you have a new program, you're on your way to a better self and a better future and a better reality. But you can't give up. You never stop. You can't stop. This is for the rest of your life. Because your old way of thinking got you exactly where you are. And if that's not good enough, which is what you keep saying, then you've got to do something else with the physical reality maker, which is your thinking. Amrit says, it does match up to something in the past that has happened before. LOL, same scenario of feeling left out. Exactly. So analyze that. Why have I been feeling left out? Have you been worried they were going to like kick you out? Or I'm just using whatever phrases, but like, have you been worried that was going to happen? Have you been stressed about it? Again, did it come out of left field because it's something that's more like subdued within you that you didn't realize was something you were still afraid of? This is just like analyzing that you're going to have to do, and you can pinpoint how and why this happened and then change the story. Actually, and this is, you have two options, right? Like, I don't care. I'm excited. I'm glad to go as a guest, or I didn't want to go anyways. Something like that. You can just like make peace with it. And like, who cares? I actually wanted to do something else that weekend, or I didn't want to spend that money on that ugly ass dress anyways. I'm making things up, but just stuff that makes you feel better or whatever. Maybe that's just how I think. I don't know. Or you can say things like, actually, like they don't know what they're thinking. Maybe they got mixed up on like some details and they feel so bad that they did that to me. They want me to come back on. They want, they're so excited to have me in, whatever. Like you can change the story however you want, but you know how to do that. And like, that's kind of where you're at. So it's, again, this is awareness and discipline. If you're aware, you can be like, oh, wow. Oh God, this reminds me of that time I was left out from blah, blah, blah. Oh my God, I'm manifesting. Okay, this is still in me, or this fear is still active, or I haven't let this go yet, or I need to heal from this, or whatever it is. Like, again, that's where your awareness comes in. And then your discipline is just in that process right there of being like, oh, wow, this reminds me of blah, blah, blah. You have now changed the course of your future because you're not doing the, why did they do that? I don't understand, which is what you probably did last time, which you do every time. So when you can, respond to the situation differently, even if it's just to say, oh, wow, this is interesting. Okay, I see this pattern working out. You are on a different path now. So keep going in that direction, or, keep shifting away from the hurt and towards the like things working out in your favor. Like, oh my God, thank God that came up because like, damn, I've been carrying this around from then. Okay, you said still going to the wedding. And I know I need to change the story. Sometimes it just doesn't feel believable because it hurts. But I know if things are going to change, I got to change the story. Yeah. Listen, the hurt is valid. The hurt is valid. And this is why you want to like allow yourself to feel and be there for yourself and witness yourself and support yourself, but you don't want to wallow in it and go down the same road. You know what I mean? Like you let yourself feel because you don't want to smash it down, but the thoughts need to be in a different place. They need to be supportive, they need to be optimistic, they need to be just like neutral, like everything's fine, just not like going down the road of the pain again. Dan, you're so sweet. Dan's like 28 more likes. Yeah. Okay. Hold on. This is so funny. I was watching a live yesterday from one of the tarot readers that I like. And she was like, I'm not reading a card until everybody in this chat likes this thing. She's like, there's the likes need to match up to the chat. And she just sat there and she was like, I'm not reading it until the likes match up. So yeah, let's put some likes. If you're here in the chat, you're here. I'm talking. I've been going for a while. Why don't I put a thumbs up in the chat? That would be so nice of you. And now I need to figure out how to get back into the chat. Brittany, how does someone act as if when the SP is someone you work with? I made a video about this. Like, what's the video where we talk about? I think we're talking about like Karen from HR or something. Didn't I? But it was before Karens became all big. Before it was like a thing. So it might have been Helen or something like that. I know I made a video about coworkers and stuff. If the mods, do you guys remember what video that is? But the thing is like, if the person that's triggering you is like in your physical reality and you have to deal with them, my advice is to be neutral in the 3D. Just be neutral. Don't rock the boat. Just it's all good. We're all fine here. Just be neutral and whatever. Keep the peace. Unless, listen, okay. Sometimes it's like, sometimes you haven't spoken up enough and you need to speak up. Sometimes it's like, just don't rock the boat because we don't want to fuck the manifestation up. But that's like, you have to decide that. And then in your mind, you're brainwashing yourself. Everything is great. It's all good. Things are working out here. We have such a great coworker. I love this person. They're so kind. We have such a great relationship. They always say nice things. They're a positive influence on the fucking group. And it's like you have to change the story about them. And no matter what they're doing, you can only react to them in your mind like the coworker you said you wanted. And anybody that's working on rewriting your specific person, check out my mini course on my website, roxytalks.com/live programs. The Rewrite Your Specific Mini Person course is like literally talking about this like rewriting story. And then if you're interested in like diving super deep on your own love issues and your own relationship issues, the stuff that goes on between you and other people, check out my Manifest a Specific Person workshop. That's the deep dive into relationships and your story about people. So that one is really powerful to check out. Dan, you're so sweet. Dan says 9 more likes, almost there. I don't know what we're almost thereing to, but thanks, Dan. Mine just says 10, so I don't know. I think it doesn't update it for me. Is it 10? Sunny D says, I like when I enter the room, y'all show some love. And like, yeah, that's exactly what the tarot reader was saying. She's like, when I enter someone's house, I say hi, hello, and I'm fucking polite because I'm a normal, decent human being. I'm not going to take it that far, but yeah, if you're in my house and you're here, you might as well say hello. You might as well be kind and show some love. We're here. We're all here together. You don't have to like the chat, but be a lot cooler if you did. Oh, yours says 40, Brenda. I don't know what the number is. Mine says 10. I hope it says 1,000,000. I think it says 1,000,000. There's a fucking 1,000,000 likes on this chat. Holy shit, you guys. Wow. We did it. Christy says, definitely need this rewriting specific person for ex-husband being an ass. Your ex-husband's super cool and supportive and kind. That's awesome. Good to hear. SO says, I've been listening to you since I found you a month. I'm going to take a little screenshot. This is a good one. Thank you, SO. SO says, I've been listening to you since I found you a month ago and spiritually woke up. I've learned so much. You really changed my life. I appreciate you and thank you. You changed your life. I'm not doing shit. I'm just sitting here talking to my computer and my camera, but you changed your life and fuck yeah, proud of you. Thanks for sharing that with us. And thanks for being here and joining the community. Oh yeah, everybody here, community.roxytalks.com. That is our free community where you can, basically it's Mindset Monday all the time, 24/7. So you get, without me, the chat part, it's the chat part of Mindset Monday, 24/7. So you can connect with the people and share your stories and get inspiration and, get guidance from your peers. Community.roxytalks.com. Fill out a profile. You can download the app. And we are closing up the Facebook group. We're switching everybody over to this app so that you don't have to get on social media to get to the app. Ivy's Wowzers says, Roxy, I can't stick to a routine for shit, but your morning and nighttime affirmations have been a daily listen for weeks. Okay, first of all, stop lying to me then. Don't come over here lying, saying that you can't stick to shit when you just told me you're sticking to shit. I'm going to need you to erase that comment and just say, I'm so good at sticking to stuff, the nighttime and day, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I've been doing something for weeks. Because you're lying right now. You're telling me you can't stick to it, and then you're telling me you can. So imagine the confusion of the universe trying to deliver you a reality that matches up to that. Because in one breath, you're saying, I can't stick to a routine for shit. So manifesting like no stability or whatever, just for example. And then immediately after you say, nighttime affirmations have been a daily listen to me for weeks. Now you're back into a reality where you can, and then you'll probably go back into, but I can't. So, how about you're really good at sticking with shit? And fuck yeah. And congrats. Lucina says, routines stick to you. Yes, exactly. Sunny D says 67 likes. Yes. Okay. So let's get it to a hundo. We got 110 in the chat. If you're here, why don't you like the chat? We're not going to pressure you into liking it. We're just going to subtly suggest it for a long, drawn out period of time. Just kidding. Oh my God, Dan. No, Dan, we're still going. You can take your screenshot and then we're going to get to 1,000,000. Dina says 69,000. There's 69,000 likes on this chat. Holy shit. We did it, you guys. God, we're so powerful. Okay, so let's talk about, I'm thirsty. Okay, tell me if I'm saying your name right. Is it Chisholm or Shisum? Tell me how to say it right, please. I like to make sure I say people's names right. Hello. Mama says, don't be weird and stand in the corner. Say hi and hit the like. Yeah, and like nobody even knows if you hit the like either. It's completely anonymous. I can't tell if you have or not. So hitting the like isn't going to shine a spotlight on you from the corner. You get to remain in the corner. Lucia, yeah, I was going to talk about homework. Then I thought it might be a little too early. Oh, no, it's not too early because 90 minutes is, 90. You're right. I thought my boundary was 2 hours. Lucida, you just saved me. Thank you, Lucida. This is a group effort. My new boundary for 2023 is 90 minutes, not 2 hours. Okay, so let's talk about homework, okay? Shaisam, you're in China. Hello, welcome. What time is it? Shaisam, I hope I'm saying that right. What time is it over there? You're like on the opposite side of the globe. SG says, if I only have 10 minutes to walk to work to listen to affirmations, which one is going to get boyfriend to propose and move in completely? I would say do the commitment ones. The commitment ones are really good, and the better relationship ones, I think would be good ones for you. And don't I have ones for engagement? I'm about to drop some more, SP, affirmations. I don't know if you remember, but last year I dropped, like, 3 tracks. Those were from an album of 7, and I just didn't do anything with it. I didn't even put it on iTunes yet, so I'm trying to get all that together, put that on iTunes, and get the remaining affirmations on, YouTube, like, before Valentine's Day season, which is, like, right now. So I'm working on that, but, yeah, for right now, what's out, try the commitment ones, and then try the better improve your relationship. Don't be scared of the likes. Thanks, Lucita. Dan, I appreciate you. Thank you for the kind words. Oh, sweet. Shantae says lots of people posted about homework in the community this week. It was awesome. Yay! We're doing it. Okay, so let's talk about the homework then. Because the homework was to make a list of what's in the way, like what's draining you, what boundaries do you need to kind of establish or exert, where do you need to cut things off, where do you need to trim the fat, and then the bonus homework or the extra credit was to do a forgiveness list for the stuff on there so that you can start breaking through that stuff. You said it's 8:44 a.m. on Tuesday. Oh, I just missed 444. I read that it said 8:44. I was like, that means it's 444 here. But that's okay. I saw 445, and that's okay. That's okay. I'll see 555. You're 15 hours ahead. Well, thank you for joining us on a Tuesday morning. It's Mindset Tuesday for you. um, Jen says my Valentine's tradition is to watch horror movies. I love that. I love that. Okay. So talk to me about homework. Yeah, Leanne's link in the chat is community.roxytalks.com, and you can download, like, if you go to community.roxytalks.com in your phone browser, like, in your web browser, it should, prompt you to, like, download the app. Otherwise, the app is called Mighty Networks. It's called Mighty Networks is the app name. I don't know you might have to search for Roxy Talks Community within Mighty Networks if you do it that way. If you go backwards. Rebecca, you said you saw 222 and 333 today. Yes. Synergy fam. Yeah, so Synergy, let's say, okay, so Synergy is our monthly subscription. Synergy members get access to all of our live programs, all of our master trainings, and they get instant access to all of my pre-recorded courses as well. And we also have a private Synergy event every month. So we're about to announce the private Synergy only event soon. So members of that get that. I also announced today was the brand new January master training. It's called Epic Meditations. We came up with it last week when we were kind of talking about how to meditate, in a big way and get like information like what Tiffany was talking about and like have these really expansive meditations. So I said, okay, let's make our next master training where I just like teach you how to meditate like that. So that's what it is. So Epic Meditations is on pre-sale right now for $99 until 111 when it goes up to 111. Isn't that fucking divine? I didn't even plan that. It's just exactly what happened and worked out. So if you want to learn how to meditate in a big way and have expansive, profound, really inspiring meditations, and it's also where I connect and convene with my ideal selves. So I'll teach you all that ideal self meditation and all that stuff and how to talk to and get information from your guides. Epic Meditations. It's pinned to the chat here on YouTube. Otherwise, roxytalks.com/live programs on pre-sale for $99 for the next 48 hours. Okay. And Leanne linked it to the chat again. So going back to homework. Lucida says, I realize that I need to say no more to protect and honor my energy. Yeah, exactly. Because it's like when you're doing things outside of your comfort zone, it's not really anybody's fault. It's not like obviously it's your fault, but it's not your fault. It's just that like it's also not the fault of the people around you, right? Like they can only act within the boundaries you've set and the ones that you enforce. So it's really important that you learn to exert your boundaries for yourself, not just for other people, but really like stand in that stuff because it drains you, and it makes you resent the things in your life, and it puts you in a space of not feeling validated or supported, or whatever it is, and that's just not the energy that we want to manifest from. Like, that's lack. Thank you, Leanne. Leanne says, last call for super chats. Thank you, Leanne. Rebecca, I'll see you soon. You're going to work. Have a good day. I'll see you soon. Thanks for stopping by, San Diego. Dina says, I've been doing so much better with saying no and setting boundaries. Yep. So important. Mimi says, listening to what other stories about me more than my own story about myself, and that my block, I need to forgive myself for that. That's your block. Listening to other people's stories about you versus listening to yourself. That's a big one. That's a big one, because you're basically saying that like every shitty thing that someone has said to you is more who you are than who you choose to be. And that's just a waste. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying you are wasted. It's just like what a waste of a fucking infinite being to think that about themselves when they could think anything. You could think anything about yourself. Why pick the thing that like the meanest and rudest people of your life have fucking said? That's the last thing we need to be listening to. So I'm proud of you, and I'm so glad that you're making that realization. And now the work is not just to have the realization, but to practice this. Now I choose what I say about myself. I choose who I am. I choose the narrative about me. This is who I am. This is what I get. This is what life is, period. And you're saying that, and you're fighting against the old story and the old stuff that wants to come through. Shaisa, I'm talking about SP that doesn't know you. So I have a video about manifesting a stranger. So check that out. It's on YouTube here. Also, is it possible to manifest him or a phone call from him soon? It is possible, but you said the affirmations about him weigh you down and you don't see the possibility of it. It can't manifest through your if you don't see the possibility, then the universe doesn't either. Like, it does, but like you won't let it happen. You are the barrier. So you need to work on believing it. Okay, actually, that's a really good idea. So this week in my podcast, I'm talking about practicing beliefs. It's been something I've been talking about a lot lately, and something I'm seeing come up in the community, in the comments, a lot of people trying to figure out how to like believe new stuff. So Shaisa, I hope I'm saying your name right. My podcast comes out at 10 a.m. Pacific Wednesdays. So that would be like Wednesday night for you or something like that. Or almost Thursday, early Thursday. But that podcast episode is about like learning new beliefs and changing your beliefs. Because not being able to see the possibility of it, that's something you need to work on. That needs to be like drilled into you every day. This is why what I've been talking about, brainwashing yourself over and over, brainwashing yourself every single day. So check that out and work on that. Also, 360 method, that's what I use. That's my technique. And we have our official program starting up again soon. 360method.co if you want to sign up for the wait list to get the special pre-sale rates on that one. Mr. Forte. Is that right? I don't have my glasses on. Thank you for the super chat. Says, so for the first time in like 6 months, my SP called me the day before New Year's that she broke it off with her dude and you spent New Year's together and had a great converse for a few days, but we haven't talked since Wednesday. All right. This is you. This is your path. This is your back and forth. So this is where you need to kind of like break down your own fears, worries, and doubts, and kind of look back at your past relationships and your parents' relationship, like parents or guardians, whatever adults you were around. However your parents treated each other and treated you kind of sets the stage for how you allow relationships to go, and what you fear, worry, and doubt about. So my guess, like, I don't know you, so I'm just gonna go off of this. I'm just guessing that like this sounds like this is a story where this person, or not, maybe not this person, but people in general, maybe like come into your life and then leave again, like a false start situation, a back and forth, a hot and cold. So the issue with that is like, manifesting them in is sometimes not the issue. Like, a lot of people can do that relatively easy, which is evidenced by the fact that they came through. But when they're here, you start worrying about when they're going to go away again, how long it's going to be. Is there someone better? Are they going to like you? Is this all that bullshit that you're doing with your thoughts? That's why you haven't seen them since. So you have to create the environment in your mind where they haven't stopped thinking about you since New Year's. They're so glad you guys put the beginning of the year together. They're planning on spending the rest of January with you. I'm just making things up, but all of this stuff is better than like we haven't spoken in a few days. And validating whatever fear you had that made this happen. So you really have to rewrite the story and rewrite the way you're thinking about them. Again, they're excited to talk to you. They always reach out. You're not worried. You have a great connection. The people in your life always stick around. Love is abundant in your world. You feel it from all directions. You trust the people in your life. You trust this person. You're glad they're here. They trust you. You have this great connection. They're not going anywhere. Like those kind of Mama says hello, abandonment issues. Yeah. Listen, we all look, you're not alone. So there's no judges here. But yeah, it's really that. It's like you have to combat these fears, worries, doubts that were like drilled in you in childhood, because these are the thoughts that you think of as you. This is what you think life is for you. And that's why it feels like it's so hard to get out of it. But it just takes, I always say it, awareness and discipline. You've got to be paying attention to what you're saying. No matter what's happening, no matter what you're feeling, you're controlling the narrative, and you're not, if you slip up, you're getting right back on the horse as soon as possible. So, Mr. Forte, if you are able to invest, I would suggest, I have a couple of programs. I have tons of SP content on my YouTube for free. So there's that. So you can look at any of my stuff. I actually have a free master class on my website as well in the free resources tab. If you click that, about specific person. But I also have a couple of programs that would really help you if you're able to go there. The Rewrite Your Specific Person is a mini course. So it's just like a couple hours long, really good, really powerful. We just hosted that one live a few months ago. And then the Specific Person Workshop is my long deep dive. It's my best-selling course. All my friends are in. I make everybody that I know personally, I'm like, you need to be in this class. Like all your bullshit shit that you're going through, you need to do this. I'm not coaching you. You need to go. It doesn't matter. But anyways, it's my best-selling course. Everybody needs it. It's fucking fantastic at breaking through this type of stuff that is like deep-rooted shit. So yes, love it. Mr. Forte says, okay, thank you. I appreciate it. She can't stop thinking about me. And that's it, period, done. So that's the vibe. That's the reality you're choosing. Now the work is staying in there, staying in that mindset, staying in that mindset, staying in that mindset. If you fall out of it, getting back into that mindset, back into that mindset, staying in that mindset, staying in that mindset, right? Because if you think about it, it's kind of like most of us do the opposite. We do that with stuff that we don't want to experience. It's really easy to stay in the mindset of stuff we don't want to experience, but we find it hard to stay in the mindset of stuff we do want to experience. So we're going to flip that around, and we're going to practice all day, every day. I'm staying in the mindset of the reality I want, because otherwise I'm not going to fucking get the reality I want. Yeah. Thanks for, I'm a mile a minute. Blah, 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 blah. That's how I feel. Like a turkey. Okay. It's like sometimes the energy is just like fucking, it's like a river rushing through me of energy. And now I need to take it down a few notches. Okay. So for homework, all right, here's homework. Here's your homework, because this is nuanced, right? This is more about what we were talking about earlier. This is stuff that isn't going to be tangible. I want you to get to your biggest dream. I want you to, Mr. Forte, I'm glad that worked for you. And I don't recognize your name, so I'm not sure if you've been here before, but welcome. Come back next week and let us know how things are going. Join our community so that you can keep the conversation going with your peeps. Playboy Bunny said that helped me secondhand. Good. Fuck yes. Fuck yeah, you guys. Use that shit. Mr. Forte says, I'm taking your energy and vibe with me. Yes, take it and practice it and do it every day. You just need to it's like you got to put it on like an outfit. You're putting on like a fucking coat or an outfit or a hat, whatever. You're putting it on like a suit. You know how when you put on like fancy clothes, you feel all like, you just instantly feel snazzier. It's kind of that concept. Like you put on this energy or this idea or this mindset or this attitude, and then you just fucking wear it. You just wear it. Just like I'm wearing this fucking hat today that look like a goddamn Smurf. I'm owning it because it's the hat I'm wearing today. But I'm wearing it and I'm owning it and I put it on and I'm wearing it, and that's the vibe of the day is Smurf jazz drummer. It's okay. When is BMS going night-night? The end of the month is my plan to. It's just going to be redirected to the main group. I just want to really get it off of Facebook. Jen says, you're going to hate me. My biggest dream is a relationship. No, I'm not going to hate you, but like, okay, this is the thing. It's like, if my biggest dream was a relationship, we wouldn't be fucking talking right now because I got married almost 10 years ago. Like, if you think that a relationship is the biggest and best fucking, and I'm not saying it's not great, but it's not the only goddamn thing. What happens when you're in a relationship and you're still Jen? What happens when it's Monday at 5:00 p.m. on the fucking dot and you're still Jen with a partner? You think you're not going to want stuff? You think you're not going to want your life? This is why I can't, like, the SP stuff, like, it needs to stop taking over your entire fucking awareness. It's a small part of who you are and what you get to experience in life. Yes, it's great. Yes, it's amazing to have somebody with you that you can experience life with, but it's not everything. And you still have to be you with them. You still have to manifest your dreams with them. And if I had stopped at having a fucking partner, again, I would not be talking to you right now. I'd still be a fucking waitress. And no shade to waitressing. I did that shit for 15 years. I don't want to do it anymore. I don't ever want to do it again. I don't want to work for anybody again for the rest of my life. And I couldn't have that energy if the biggest dream I ever had was getting in a relationship. Bitch, please, a relationship. I'll get one whenever I damn well please. But this is the energy. Do you get what I'm saying? Acting like a relationship is the biggest, the fucking end frontier of all things. That's why it's not there. And I'm not saying this as somebody who doesn't. I love having a husband. We're best friends. He went to a baby shower with me yesterday, and it did turn out to be a co-ed, but I was like, you're a co-ed. I almost said a co-hed. I wish it was a co-hed baby shower. That would have been tight. It turned out to be co-ed. I can't, oh my God. I'm such a co-hed fan. I can't even say the word co-ed. It turned out to be co-ed, but I found that out at the last minute. Like, I was going to bring him either way because I was like, I don't know anybody here. I need you to come with me. And like, I wanted him to be there with me. It was great. It was actually a great idea. It didn't end up being co-ed. And we met another couple who are vegan and artists. And they were wearing they had like snazzy style and wearing gold jewelry and shit. I was like, these are our people. But anyways, I love my partner and now it's great and excellent. We have a great time together. But again, he's a part of my experience in life. It's not the whole fucking experience. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's an accessory. It's icing on the cake. It's not the fucking cake. Your SP is not the cake. Your SP is not the cake. The person you want so bad is not the cake. They're not the cake. They are not the cake. Do you get it? They're not the cake. Stop acting like they are. And you know who you are. You know who you are. You're prioritizing your SP. You're acting like it's the most important thing in the world. Co-ed means like male and female essentially, but it's a baby shower. Baby shower is generally like all women, but this was a co-ed where there was like men and women. Like like a lot of baby showers, the husband won't be there, or the father won't be there. This one, the father was there and like a bunch of his friends too. So there was men and women there. So it wasn't like a faux pas to bring a man to a baby shower. Which I was fully ready to do because I didn't want to go by myself. But again, whether I went by myself or with my husband, I'm still going to the baby shower. I'm still me. I'm still showing up for my job. He has nothing to fucking do with that. He just happens to be I happen to have icing on my cake. I'm the cake, not him. You guys, do you get what I'm saying? This is why I get so fired up because I'm just like, I get that you want your partner. It's not that I don't get that. I'm telling you, if you want them, chill the fuck out about it. Desperate energy is not sexy to anybody ever. So it's like the universe is not going to respond in the way you want when you're acting like it's do or die and this is the only thing that's going to make you happy. Guess what? Nothing's going to make you happy then. Because either you're not going to allow yourself to manifest this thing and you keep saying that nothing else will make you happy, so then you won't be happy, or you'll manifest them and you don't know how to fucking be happy because you thought it was going to be them that would make you happy and it's not them. And now you have them and you're miserable. Congrats. Oh, what's Coheed? Coheed is my favorite band in the entire world. Coheed and Cambria. Sorry, Jen. I'm all explaining co-ed. Thank you. Coheed and Cambria. My favorite band. Love them. Thanks, everybody. And like, here's the other thing. Everybody that's acting like their partner is going to save their fucking life and make everything great. Sometimes partners are annoying. You know what I mean? Like, they're not perfect. They're not going to like come through and be a fucking Disney prince or Disney princess or Disney person and sweep you off your feet and never fucking allow you to be harmed or triggered again. It's like, you get that life is going to go on exactly like it is now. You'll just have another person along for the fucking ride. Do you get that? They're not everything. You are. You are. Okay, I'm done. All right. I went 6 minutes over and that's it. So homework. I didn't tell you homework, did I? I got fucking distracted. Lucida, every time someone says that Coheed makes them think about, oh, I forgot about that, makes me think of high school, I get subtly offended. Because they say it like they're like, oh, I remember that. That's like high school. And I'm like, okay, I was 21 when I found them. I was a full adult. I made the choice to dedicate my life to. I have Claudio's autograph on my arm. I go see them every time they come to my town. I've traveled outside of my city I've traveled outside my state to see them. I've seen them I've probably seen them around 30 times. I love them. One day I will work with Claudio Sanchez on music. And they're fucking great still. And people who are not in high school really enjoy them as well, because the musicianship is just unparalleled. So there's my little spiel about Coheed. Focus, Roxy, focus. Okay. Mama says I brought snacks to class today. I fucking love you guys. You guys are fucking funny. Tiffany says, yes, they are annoying. It makes you want to be single for real. That's my point. It's like, and I'm not saying like, I love my husband. Like I'm annoying. I'm not saying that he's annoying. I'm saying we annoy each other because we're human beings living in close proximity to each other. Not all the time, but like I'm annoying sometimes. Like imagine being around this all the time. Like you'd probably want it. Like, and sometimes I'm like nothing. I'm completely just like stone cold and shut down because I have so much going on that I have to like shut myself off. So I'm not the fucking like a peach to be around 24/7. Nobody is. So like to think that like having a partner is going to be the best thing that ever happens to you and the only thing that really matters. That's why you're not happy and you won't ever be even with a partner. Melinda says one that will clean and cook me dinner. They exist. They exist. Okay. Okay. They exist for sure. Jen, I know you do. You like to rile me up on occasion. Don't say that too much because I just might start ignoring everything you fucking say. Don't forget I'm a Scorpio. Okay. Playboy Bunny says, yeah, I remember living with someone and still being bored and unhappy. LOL, my inner shit was still there. Thank you, Playboy Bunny. You don't believe me? Believe your fellow manifestors here in the chat. Bringing in a person is not going to solve your problems. It's just going to make there be someone else to witness your problems. You're just going to have a fucking audience now. Thank you, Emery. Homework. Thank you, guys. I love you. All right. The homework is, Anna. Hi, Anna. How are you doing on what we talked about? I'm so excited for you. I can't wait. I just want a little update, if you don't mind. Hey. Okay. Homework is, You guys got me so sidetracked that I'm so good at remembering everything. I know exactly what it is. Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay. I want you to think about the big dream. Now, I know I just trashed your dream. I just spent 20 minutes trashing your dream, and I apologize. I want you to dream bigger is all. I want you to go beyond just a partner. Partner, fine. What the fuck else do you want? Unless you're a fucking billionaire with a mansion and like you have foundations and you're fucking a philanthropist and you're saving animals and children and you have a boat and a yacht and shit and you don't have a partner, then if that's the only fucking thing, okay, I understand. But if you ain't got shit also and you're telling me it's your partner, you better add some more to that list because I'm not unacceptable. Okay. So I want you to think of the big beautiful dream, and if it is a partner, then what? Take yourself the day after you get married or whatever. If you're getting married, if you want to get married, whatever. Day after your marriage. Now what? You got the person, now the fuck what do you want? You still got a whole lot of life ahead of you. So I want you to think about the big beautiful dream, the BBD, we've talked about it before. What's the BBD? Now, when you have the BBD, let's say that okay. Have you guys ever seen what's that movie? She-Devil with Roseanne? Okay. In She-Devil, the lady that her husband leaves her for, this is like it's not I'm not spoiling anything. The lady that her husband leaves her for has this oh god, I'm obsessed, like this pink like mansion in the Hamptons. It's it's just like it's quintessential like late 80s, early 90s, like how there was that boom in fucking oh my god, come on, brain. Boom in the economy, and like all these people were rich and they were just like living these like lavish, like fucking like bougie lives, like these like fucking like country club lives. Anyways, that image of that home and the sprawling, and she's like a writer, and she's like, it just has everything. That is image like always pops up in my head. So like, what's the big beautiful dream? You get the partner. What's the house? What's the career? How are you helping the world? What's your legacy? What do you do with your time? What is your friendships like? Like all, what do you like? How are you making your mark on the world now that you have everything? That kind of stuff. I want you to go there. You in the Lucy, do you remember that movie? You in the pink Hamptons mansion. What is that? Pink mansion in the Hamptons. I'm an author. I have these kind of friends. I feel something. Get to the big beautiful dream, and I want you to get into the feeling of like what that feels like. What would it feel like to have all the things? Like literally, if you had all the money you can imagine yourself having, if you lived in a big ass nice house, if you didn't have to work for the rest of your life unless you wanted to, and you only had to work on things you liked, everybody in your life was, good and healthy and happy and whole, and you literally could just think about what you wanted to do, what would that like how would you feel? And then I want you to practice feeling like that all week. I want you to feel that way when nothing's happening. I want you to make yourself feel that way when you check your bank account and there's millions of dollars in it. I want you to feel that way when you open your phone. I want you to feel that way when you look at your text messages from who cares. I want you to feel like that when you're going about your day. I want you to feel like that when you're going into work. I want you to feel like that when your coworker is being so nice and kind to you. I want you to feel like that when you're at the doctor and talking about your health. I want you to feel like that when you're driving in traffic. Does that make sense? I want you to really figure out what it is. What is my big beautiful dream? Where is my end? Like if I like what is the highest you can think? And then what would that feel like to you? Get really comfy with those feelings. And then I want you to really, really, really practice being in it, and not just like affirming you have it and then looking to the 3D world to validate it, but just feeling it for the sake of feeling it, because that's the goal, the way you feel with all those things. Okay. And practice, 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 practice. This is where awareness and discipline comes in. Every time you notice you don't feel like that, make yourself feel like that. Every time you notice you do feel like that, I feel like that. Yes. And you can think like Kyle Cease talks about Kylegoing. I remember when I got everything in my big, beautiful dream. I remember how amazing it felt to be so connected to myself, my ideal self. I remember how amazing and fulfilled I felt when I got that house or when I met that person. And I remember how excited I was for the future and how expanded, whatever. Again, get into the feeling of it and then apply it, put it on like a fucking outfit, put it on like this freaking hat, put it on like a Halloween costume every day, every day, every day. If you put it on this morning and you notice you're not wearing it this afternoon, put it back on. Does that make sense? I want you to really just like get into the vibe of like, what would it, who am I with everything? Because I'm telling you now, if you had everything that you wanted, you would be thinking so much bigger. And that's where like you're like shooting yourself in the foot kind of. So the goal is not to manifest anything. I don't want you looking at manifesting. I don't want you looking at your 3D. The whole point is like, I'm going to feel like this. I don't care what my 3D is. I don't care if my 3D is good, bad, indifferent, mediocre, fine, 100%, 2%. I feel like this regardless. That's what I want you to practice. Does that make sense? And of course, if you want to learn about meditation and getting deep into meditation, talking to your guides, getting guidance, using your own, your inner fucking search engine, we're doing the Epic Meditations Master Training January 18th. That's in presale right now for $99. It's going to go up to $111 on 111. RoxyTalks.com/live programs. There's also still space in my business mastermind for all my business owners out there. We're already doing big things. We're already having a lot of shifts and growth happening just in like our pre-meetings. So business mastermind happening, that starts January 20th. And then the Trinity of You, our January group program, where you kind of get to embody your biggest 3 energies within using your sun sign, your moon sign, and your rising sign in our group program. That's what we're doing for January. So roxytalks.com for all that stuff. If you want to take this further and really dive deep into your own manifestation and your own practice and really getting into the right mindset, there's a lot of ways that you can connect with me and go further in my world with your fellow community members and take this shit to the next level. So I appreciate you guys so much. Paula, I love you. Paula says, congrats, Roxy, on reaching 1 million subs. Thanks, Paula. I remember when we reached 1 million subs. Wow. Yep. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. I remember when we hit 1 million. Yes. Thank you, Paula. Thank you, Paula. Loving it. That's what we're ending on. I love you all. I appreciate you so much. We're all raising our vibrations together. You have the power. I believe in you. I'll see you next week.